Hello everybody, welcome to another Anatomy and Physiology live stream. How is everyone doing? Welcome. Happy Tuesday. How's everyone doing? We are doing some Anatomy and Physiology 2 today for the HESI and TEAS. How's everyone doing? Welcome into the live stream, everybody. I'm Ollie, ready to go live pretty much every day here on TikTok, covering Anatomy and Physiology for you all. I have some practice questions here for you today. We'll get started here as soon as some people join. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Charmaine. How are you doing? Good to see you in the live stream. How are you doing? Welcome in. Good to see you again. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a good weekend as well. Welcome in, everybody. Again, we're going to be going over some Anatomy and Physiology 2 today here in just a couple seconds. I'm going to let some people join in the live stream. Hi, Nika. Hi, how are you doing? Hi. I'll be going over the bones. Not today. We went over that yesterday. The live stream from yesterday is uploading to YouTube now. I am taking requests as well. I am going to do some, thank you for the heart. Thank you so much, Charmaine. Or thank you for the roses as well. I'll be doing some bones tomorrow as well. And then we're going to go over some Anatomy and Physiology 2 today, like I mentioned. Hello, keep walking. How are you doing? But welcome again. This is Ollie's Anatomy and Physiology practice read live stream where we are going to make Anatomy and Physiology finally make sense for you all. We'll get started here in just a moment. Again, everything that I'm covering today, you can get those on my website. They're linked in my TikTok bio. It's all my notes here for A and P. This is kind of a little bit of what they look like. How's everyone doing? Hello. We'll get started here in just a moment. Awesome. All right, we'll go ahead and get started. Like I mentioned, welcome to Ollie's Anatomy and Physiology live stream. We are going to make Anatomy and Physiology finally make sense for you all. I'm just going to flip my camera around. Can everybody see the questions? Let me just fix them a little bit. Can everyone see the questions? And then we'll go ahead and get started. Can we review glycolysis and all the respiration and reactions and stuff? Yeah, we can. Not today, but we will in a future live. Just really send me a message. Like I said, I'm getting a bunch of requests. Via that orange button down there in the bottom left corner, you can send me a request for the live stream and whatever you would like to see. Alrighty, perfect. We can see the questions. Alrighty. So, number 1, which brain lobe is primarily responsible for processing visual information? A, B, C, or D? Welcome to the live stream, everybody. Welcome to Ollie's Anatomy and Physiology practice review live stream, where Anatomy and Physiology is finally going to make sense. This is also a fantastic review for someone who has taken Anatomy and Physiology in the past, and they don't really remember stuff that they've went over. I'm here to connect the dots as well. We're on number 1 now. If you are new here, put your answer choice A, B, C, or D down in the comments. Fonda, thank you for the rose. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you. But anyway, number 1 is going to be D. It is going to be the occipital lobe. The occipital lobe is located at the back of the brain, and it specializes in visual process. Remember that frontal is going to control our thinking, our planning, our movement. So a lot of our thinking. Temporal is going to process our hearing and a memory. Parietal is going to process like our touch, pressure, pain, and whatnot. Number 2, what part of the spinal cord carries motor commands from the brain to the body? And if there's anything that we go over today that you are still confused on, I have all my Anatomy and Physiology 1 and 2 notes on my website. They're linked in my TikTok bio. Thank you all guys for sharing, for following, for liking the live. The more that you guys do like and share the live stream, the more that it gets out to more people so we can help as many people as possible on their upcoming Anatomy and Physiology exams, their HESI and TEAS, DAT, MCAT, pretty much anything that has Anatomy and Physiology on it. This is going to be perfect review for you. And then anything they need some extra help on, hit the orange button and request a topic for a live stream. I try to put pretty much every question today has come from you guys. I see there's another Ollie in the chat. I'm Ollie, by the way. Nice to meet you. My name is Ollie. But number 2, the answer is B. It is the ventral root. The ventral root transmits motor. So we're going to motor, which is our efferent signals from the spinal cord to the muscles, okay? The dorsal root would carry sensory or afferent signals to the spinal cord, okay? Makes sense? Number 3, what initiates depolarization? The depolarization phase of an action potential. A, B, C, or D. I know some people have a nervous system in AMP1, some people have an AMP2, so I try to do a little bit of nervous system in both AMP1 and AMP2. But welcome to everybody that just joined us. There's over like 400 of you now. Welcome to Ollie's Anatomy and Physiology Practice Review live stream. We go live pretty much every single day covering anatomy and physiology, where we're going to make anatomy and physiology finally make sense, or if you've taken it in the past, this is just going to be a fantastic review for you. But number 3, the answer is C. It is the opening of the sodium channels. Let me highlight that a little better. The opening of the sodium channels. So we have our action potential that kind of looks like this. This is the depolarization phase, the up. This is where the inside of the cell is getting more positive. This is where sodium is entering. And then here's our repolarization, where we have our potassium leaving. Fantastic. Number 4. Thank you, E, for the rose. Thank you guys so much for the gifts. They are very much appreciated. Thank you guys so much. Number 4, in a reflex arc, which structure processes the stimulus and initiates a response? Already at 1.3 thousand likes on the live stream. Yes, this is sort of for nursing school. Yes, this is for the HESI and TEAS. I made these questions with the HESI and TEAS in mind, but also this is perfect for, I know the HESI and TEAS exam is required for other aspects in the healthcare field. It kind of just depends on, who needs their anatomy and physiology. Anybody who needs anatomy and physiology, this is going to be a perfect review for you. Number 4, the answer is A. It is an interneuron. So in a reflex arc, an interneuron is going to process the stimulus and then initiate the response. The interneurons in the spinal cord, again, take on the input and then direct the reflex response. Is it the same time every day? Pretty much, yes, for the most part. Thursday is going to be 3:30, same time. Friday is actually going to be at 2 o'clock. But number 5, which system is activated in a fight or flight response? Which system is activated in a fight or flight response? A, B, C, or D. It's important to know the difference between these two different systems in the nervous system. Okay? Thank you, PA Cat on Saturday. Good luck, Vince. You got this. I'm going to get good luck in the chat for Vince as well. Which chapter is this? This is going to be the nervous system chapter for anatomy and physiology. All right. Number 5, we have our fight or flight response. That is going to be the sympathetic nervous system. Remember that the parasympathetic is our rest and digest. The way that I always remember that is, when your parasympathetic nervous system activated, you slow down. Para means stop in Spanish, and then parachute means slowing down from falling. That's kind of how I always remember that as well. I'm going to move on to the next page of questions. Again, you can watch the replay on YouTube, linked in my bio. But number 6, which neurotransmitter is most associated with voluntary muscle contraction? Excuse me, I had a hiccup. Going into epithelial tissue and endocrine system, y'all pray for me. Yes, we will be praying for you. Good luck. You got this. But if you are new here, welcome. We're at 2,000 likes on the live stream already, guys. Thank you guys so much for liking the live stream. You guys are crushing it. Welcome to Ollie's Anatomy and Physiology Practice Review live stream, where anatomy and physiology is finally going to make sense for you. Also, this is just fantastic review if you've taken it in the past. Number 6, which neurotransmitter is most associated with voluntary muscle contraction? The answer is B. It's acetylcholine. Acetylcholine is released at the neuromuscular junction and triggers muscle contraction. Number 7, and I saw there was a question. It was lagged. The last question was 5, the sympathetic nervous system. Number 7, which neurotransmitter plays a major role in mood regulation? And talking about the initial depolarization phase of an action potential. So our resting membrane potential is about -70, and then sodium ions are positive, right? So when you bring in sodium ions, it's going to make the inside of the cell more positive. And then during the depolarization phase, the potassium ions are positive. They leave to the outside. That lowers it down back to negative to get to our resting membrane potential of -70. Hopefully that answers whoever's question that was, one of the users. Let me know if there was any more questions on that. Send me a message as well. Maybe perhaps I can answer the question a little better. I do have some videos on action potential on my profile as well. Anyway, but number 7, the answer is B. It is serotonin. The neurotransmitter that plays a huge role in regulating our mood is serotonin. Low serotonin levels are linked to depression and anxiety. So when you have low, I'm going to put sero. This is going to link to anxiety and depression. All right. Number 8, which part of the brain is primarily responsible for coordination and balance? A, B, C, or D? Thank you guys for all the follows as well. Welcome to the live stream. We're going to be going live every day covering anatomy and physiology for you all. Thanks for joining us today. I am so happy that you're here. We're on number 8 if you're following along. A, B, C, or D, whatever you think it is. If you're new here, you just put your answer choice, whatever you think the answer choice is, A, B, C, or D, down in the comments. The answer is going to be C. It is going to be the cerebellum. The cerebellum fine-tunes motor movement and maintains our balance. Remember that the medulla oblongata is going to control our vital functions, breathing, heart rate, etc. Hypothalamus will regulate hormones, hunger, temperature. Corpus callosum is going to connect the brain hemispheres. Number 9, moving on to number 9, the blood-brain barrier is composed mainly of which type of cell? The fantastic and the wonderful BBB in anatomy and physiology and neurology and neuroanatomy and whatnot. What is the blood-brain barrier mainly composed of when regarding to which type of cell? The medulla oblongata controls most of your vital functions like your breathing and your heart rates. New. A, B, C, or D. So for number 9, the answer is A. It's astrocytes. Astrocytes primarily make up the blood-brain barrier. Essentially what these astrocytes do is they signal the capillary cells to form tight junctions. Number 10, which ion channel opens first in the generation of an action potential? Hopefully you were paying attention to the questions that we've been going over. We just talked about an action potential here. So when we have here, so this part here, I'm going to circle it in blue. This is the generation of action. This is our depolarization. Which one is this going to be? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D? Welcome everybody that just joined as well. We're on number 10. Which type of ion channel opens first in the generation of an action potential? The answer is C. It is sodium. Voltage-gated sodium channels open, allowing for sodium to enter the inside of the cell, making it more positive, causing depolarization. Calcium is more relevant at synapses. The chloride is typically pretty inhibitory. Potassium, again, is going to repolarize the membrane there. All right, we're going to move on to the next set of questions here. Moving on to the next page. Number 11, which gland releases growth hormone? Which gland releases growth hormone? A, B, C, or D? I'm going to move down here. Again, the replay is on YouTube. It's linked in my bio. Welcome to everybody that just joined. Welcome to Ollie's Anatomy and Physiology Practice Review live stream, where anatomy and physiology is finally going to make sense. We go live pretty much every day covering AMP topics you guys request. And I also do other topics as well. So it's just pharmacology, biochem, microbio, things like that. You can request them in the bottom left corner there. There's an orange Service Plus button. You just send me the topic that you'd like to see in a live. Thanks to the follows as well. Always love seeing new faces and familiar faces. I try to remember everybody's name, especially if you're frequent here in the live streams as well. Number 11, we're moving on to the endocrine system, and it's going to be the pituitary gland. It's pituitary. The pituitary gland releases growth hormone, but it is regulated by the hypothalamus. The pineal gland is more so for melatonin. Thyroid is for our thyroid hormones. Adrenal is going to be like cortisol, aldosterone, epinephrine, norepinephrine, etc. Number 12, which hormone lowers blood glucose? A, B, C, or D? I need help with chemistry. Perfect. Hit the orange button down there. Whoever, I want to see the name. Who said that? Pineal gland mostly does melatonin, your sleep-wake cycle hormones. I take my HESI tomorrow. I'm stressing. Don't stress, Carla. You absolutely got this. If we could do good luck in the chat for Carla, that would be absolutely fantastic. Good luck, Carla. You got this. Sully says, I need help with chemistry. Yes, hit the orange button. Send me the chemistry topics you need help with. I will include them in a live stream. Jonathan said, anyone else taking physiology during the summer? There's plenty of people taking physiology in the summer. That's why I've been going live pretty much every day. Are these guides available for personal use? Yes, they are. I do have study guides available on my website. They are linked in my TikTok bio. If you would like to get the questions, all you have to do is join the exclusive community here on TikTok. This is our community here on TikTok. Just join. Send me a message after letting me know that you have joined. You just hit that button down there. Number 12, everybody. 5,000 likes in the live stream already too as well. Let's go. Number 12, the answer is going to be C. It is going to be insulin. The hormone that lowers our blood glucose levels is insulin. Glucagon is going to increase our blood glucose levels, right? Cortisol is also going to raise glucose under stress. Epinephrine also raises glucose during fight or flight response. Cortisol is more long-term, and then epinephrine would be short-term. Number 13, what is the function of antidiuretic hormone ADH? A lot of students get this mixed up with aldosterone, so I'll let you guys go ahead and answer this question, and then we'll go over what aldosterone does and how to try to remember the difference between both of those. Mara said, yay, my favorite show. Welcome. I'm glad this is your favorite show. You guys are my favorite people in the world. I appreciate you guys being here. But right at 6,000 likes on the live stream. That is absolutely crazy. Thank you guys. Again, the more that you guys do like the live stream, the more that it does get it out to as many people as possible, to help as many people as possible on their HESI and TEAS and anatomy and physiology summer classes and whatever else has anatomy on it. We're going to be going live every day covering A&P for you all. But number 13, the answer is A. It is going to increase water reabsorption. Now, students often get this mixed up with aldosterone. Aldosterone increases water reabsorption indirectly while ADH does it directly. Aldosterone is going to increase our sodium reabsorption, and water just so happens to always follow sodium. Okay? Thank you, Omega, for the rose. Thank you, Sid, for the rose. Thank you guys so much. I have the teas tomorrow. I think you do think I'm ready. I absolutely do think you're ready. Yes. Yes, absolutely. Of course I do. Good luck, Mookie. You got this. If everyone could give them a good luck in the chat as well, that'd be fantastic. Number 14, the adrenal medulla secretes which of the following hormones? So again, a lot of students miss this question as well sometimes, especially when I answer it or ask it in a different way. So we have the adrenal medulla plus the cortex. A, B, C, or D. So we'll talk about which one it secretes as well. A, B, C, or D. Thank you for putting good luck in the chat. I appreciate it. Awesome. If I miss any questions, sometimes I run on the screen and I miss them, so please feel free to repeat them down in the comments. But in terms of number 14, the answer is going to be B. It's going to be epinephrine. So we have the adrenal medulla that is going to secrete norepinephrine. The adrenal cortex is going to secrete cortisol and aldosterone. A lot of students get those mixed up. So again, remember, the adrenal medulla is going to be epinephrine plus norepinephrine. The adrenal cortex is going to secrete cortisol and aldosterone. Okay? Number 15, what gland is considered both endocrine and exocrine? Endocrine and exocrine. A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D? Let me know down in the comments whatever you think it is. Awesome. Fantastic. You guys are absolutely crushing. We're 8.6 thousand likes on the live stream already. That is absolutely fantastic. There's like over 500 of you in here now. That is absolutely insane. Thank you all so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. I love doing these live streams. I do them every day, covering A&P and then other topics that you guys request as well. Number 15, the answer is C. It is the pancreas. The pancreas is going to secrete, so it's endocrine and exocrine functions. These are going to be our digestive enzymes, GI enzymes. Endocrine is going to be like our glucagon and our insulin. That is why it is considered both an endocrine and an exocrine gland, okay? Does that make sense? That is both functions. Remember, endocrine is into the bloodstream directly. Endocrine is more so into ducts. Number 16, the hypothalamus controls the pituitary gland through which type of signal? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D? For this one, basically shortened to endo for endocrine and exo for exocrine. Endocrine means into the bloodstream. Exocrine means into a duct. Number 16, A, B, C, or D. The majority of you look like you're putting B, and you're absolutely correct. Again, it is hormonal signals. That is how the hypothalamus is going to regulate the pituitary gland, and it does so through both. We have our releasing plus our inhibiting hormones. Awesome. I'm going to move on to the next page now. Number 17, which hormone regulates metabolism by influencing basal metabolic rate? A, B, C, or D? What do you think it is in the comments? Just put your answer choice A, B, C, or D down in the comments. Thanks for all the follows as well, everybody. I always love seeing new faces. It's nice to meet you all. Hello. Nice to meet you all. Again, everything that we're covering today, you can find on my website in my anatomy and physiology notes. They're linked in my TikTok bio here, but we're on number 17 now. Again, I'm going to scroll down. You can watch the replay on YouTube. That is also linked in my TikTok bio. So thanks for helping me brush up. Absolutely. Thanks for being here. I truly appreciate you being here. Number 14, I'm sorry, number 7, I just thought of T4, and my dyslexia hit T4 with 14. It's thyroxine, T4. Thyroxine, T4 is a thyroid hormone that regulates metabolism by influencing our basal metabolic rate. It's going to increase your cellular metabolism. PTH, or parathyroid hormone, is going to be for regulating calcium, insulin for glucose, melatonin for the sleep-wake cycle. Number 18, in a negative feedback loop, rising blood levels of a hormone typically result in what? A, B, C, or D, whatever you think it is. Put your answer choice down in the comments. Those of you who just joined, welcome to Ollie's Anatomy and Physiology Practice Review live stream. We go live every day with the goal of making anatomy and physiology finally make sense. I do other topics as well, like pharm, biochemistry, psychology, etc. And you can request those in the bottom left corner there. Just let me know what you're interested in seeing, what you're having trouble with. I'd be more than happy to include some questions in the live. Every question today has been influenced by what you guys have been sending me through that link and through that service. But number 18, the answer is going to be C. There's going to be a decreased secretion of that hormone. Decreased secretion. So again, negative feedback loop, that's typically what the majority of our body has. We have our negative and our positive feedback loops. Negative acts in the opposite direction. Positive acts in the same direction. Negative inhibits. Positive enhances. All right, number 19. What is the correct path of blood flow through the heart starting at the right atrium? A, B, C, or D? So for number 18, the other answers, answer course A, increased secretion would worsen the imbalance. Endocrine to exocrine, that's just not how that's just not how a feedback loop works. Answer choice D, complete shutdown is very rare, very extreme, so not relevant there. Number 19, what is the correct path of blood flow through the heart starting at the right atrium? The answer is A here. We have the right atrium to the right ventricle, to the lungs, to the left atrium. All the other answer choices are in the wrong order. If you guys would like, we can go over a quick review of blood flow through the heart. If anyone is struggling with that, let me know. Number 18, why is it decreased secretion? That is because it is in a negative feedback loop. You are acting, so if you have a rising blood glucose level, your hormone would result in a decreasing of that. So it acts in opposition of it. So if it's rising blood levels, you're going to decrease it. Number 20, which blood vessels have the thickest muscular walls to withstand high pressure? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D? Fantastic. After we finish these through question 21, we will go over a quick little blood flow cycle here. I'll let you guys answer the next question down there, and we'll go over it together. Typically how I practice learning it, how I have learned it completely. But number 20, the answer is A, arteries. Arteries are able to withstand high pressure because the heart is pumping blood. It has to withstand the pressure. Number 21, which part of the heart initiates the electrical impulse that regulates heartbeats? A, B, C, or D? While you guys are answering number 21, this is how you practice blood flow through the heart. I draw these 4 squares to represent the chambers. And then you draw your apex. So you have your right atria, your right ventricle, your left atria, and your left ventricle. So, starting here, you have your superior and your inferior vena caves. They go and they dump off into the right atrium. And then tricuspid before you bicuspid valve, they go through the tricuspid valve into the right ventricle. The right ventricle pumps blood through the pulmonary valve into the pulmonary trunk to the pulmonary arteries to get to the lungs where they become oxygenated. And then they come back through the pulmonary veins to the left atrium, through the bicuspid valve, into the left ventricle, through the aortic valve, and then out to the aorta, out to the rest of the body. Number 21, answer choice is B. It is the SA node. That is the natural pacemaker of the heart that initiates the electrical impulse that regulates heartbeat. All right. Number 22, which component of blood is responsible for clotting? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D? What do you guys think number 21 is? A, B, C, or D? Thank you guys for the follows as well. Welcome to Ollie's Anatomy and Physiology Practice Review live stream. We're going to be going live every day covering anatomy and physiology for you all. This is essentially how you're going to learn blood flow through the heart. Just draw a heart, draw it out, practice, explain it out loud like I just did. That's how I learned it. Think of it like a map. If you're going to work, you might need to use the directions the first couple times you go to work, but eventually you know it by heart. You can kind of just go. That's the same principle you should apply it to blood flow. Number 22, the answer is D. I'm going to move on to the next page here. D, platelets. These are responsible for our clotting. They form clots to stop bleeding. Red blood cells carry oxygen. White blood cells fight infection. Plasma is going to transport substances. Number 23, which mechanism is part of blood pressure regulation? A, B, C, or D? What do you guys think the answer choice is? Down in the comments, let me know. Just comment A, B, C, or D, whatever you think the answer choice is for number 23. A, B, C, or D. Thank you guys so much for participating in today's live stream. We're at 10,000 likes on the live stream already, guys. That is absolutely insane. Thank you guys so much. You guys are absolutely fantastic. You guys are absolutely crushing it. Number 23, the answer is B. It is the RAAS system. It is our renin-angiotensin-aldosterone system. That raises blood pressure. So again, we increase BP through our vasoconstriction plus fluid retention. Okay. Number 24, where does gas exchange primarily occur in the lungs? A, B, C, or D? What do you guys think it is? Thanks for the follows, everybody. I love seeing new faces. Thank you, Sid, for the goat. I appreciate you. I'm going to take a sip of my drink here. Awesome. 11.8 thousand likes. 600 of you in here. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Ollie's Anatomy and Physiology Practice Review live stream. Anatomy and Physiology is finally going to make sense in this live stream. We're covering all of AMP2 today. I'm going to be going live every day, covering all the topics you guys are requesting on TikTok as well. Number 24, the answer is B. It is the alveoli. So the alveoli are tiny air sacs where your oxygen and carbon dioxide will get exchanged with the capillaries. The rest of the answer choices here, the bronchi, the trachea, and the bronchioles, are all part of the passageway. Number 25, what muscle is responsible for inhalation by expanding the thoracic cavity? A, B, C, or D? Yes, I do have study guides available on my website. They are linked in my TikTok bio here on TikTok as well. A, B, C, or D? What do you guys think that one is? But again, all my anatomy and physiology study guides and notes are available on my website. They're linked in my TikTok bio. Number 25, A, B, C, or D. The answer is C. It is our diaphragm. Our diaphragm is responsible for inhalation. The diaphragm is what's going to expand our thoracic cavity. So when the diaphragm contracts, the lungs expand, which is going to be our inhalation. The intercostals, they assist, again, but the question asks, this is going to be primarily, the diaphragm is mainly, or it's the primary muscle involved in this. The intercostals are going to assist. Number 26, the majority of oxygen is transported in the blood by what? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D. What do you guys think that one is? How long is this live? They are typically about an hour or two long. They are about an hour or two long, pretty much every day. Thank you, username, for the roses. Thank you guys so much for the gifts as well. You guys are fantastic. Thank you guys so much. We're at 14,000 likes on the live stream. You guys are absolutely crushing it. Thank you all so much. Number 26, the answer is going to be B. It's going to be hemoglobin. Hemoglobin binds oxygen for transport. That's how it carries it throughout the body. Number 27, what detects changes in carbon dioxide levels to help control our breathing? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D? Which one is that going to be? Thank you guys so much for participating in the live stream as well. Also, like I mentioned, if you need some extra help and you need some notes and study guides, I do have those available in my TikTok bio. If you want to get access to the questions, you just join our community here on TikTok. You just hit that button, follow the instructions, and then you will get the practice test after every live stream. Number 27, the answer is D. It's a medulla oblongata. This is going to detect our changes in carbon dioxide, which is essentially going to affect the pH. It's going to help regulate our breathing. The medulla has what's called, they're called chemoreceptors. Chemically detect changes in CO2 and pH levels. Moving on to the next page of questions here, everybody. Number 28, which of the following helps prevent lung collapse? Which of the following helps prevent lung collapse? A, B, C, or D? What do you guys think it is? A, B, C, or D? Just type your comments. Just type your answer down in the comments. Also, 15.9, almost 16,000 likes already. That is insane. Got 16,000 likes. Let's go. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Sylvia, for the rose. Thank you guys so much for the gifts today. You guys are absolutely fantastic. I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for being here. Welcome to Ollie's Anatomy and Physiology Practice Review live stream. We're going to go live every day covering A&P and other topics that you guys request. We're finally going to make anatomy and physiology finally make sense for you guys and review anatomy and physiology. If you need a review as well, this is perfect for you. Number 28, the answer is B. It is surfactant. Surfactant. Surfactant is what's going to, essentially, it is going to reduce surface tension in the alveoli, which is going to prevent collapse. It's going to prevent our lung collapse. All right, fully moving now to the next page now. Number 29, which enzyme begins carbohydrate digestion in the mouth? A, B, C, or D? This enzyme comes from the mouth, and it also comes from the, you can think of another area that it comes from outside of just the mouth. A little bonus point there. That's your bonus question there. A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D? Perfect. I'm seeing a lot of, let's see here, I'll wait another second. It's coming from amylase here. It's salivary amylase. Where is it also found? There's salivary, so we have salivary amylase, which again is found in our mouth. Where is it also? Perfect. I'm seeing a couple pancreas. Yes, there is pancreatic amylase. Perfect, guys. That's absolutely fantastic. So pepsin. Pepsin is going to break down proteins. Lipase is going to break down lipids. Maltase is going to break down maltose, more so in the small intestine, so not the mouth. Number 30, which organ secretes bile into the small intestine? A, B, C, or D? Which one is that going to be? A lot of students get these ones mixed up. Hopefully we can make that so you don't mess those up. A, B, C, or D. Fantastic. Seeing a lot of C's. You're absolutely correct. It is the gallbladder. The gallbladder is going to store and release bile in the duodenum. So we have into the duodenum. And then the liver is what's going to make it and send it to the gallbladder to get stored. What about if you don't have a gallbladder? So typically, the liver will do that. It does the same function, but in a smaller capacity. So you're just gonna have trouble breaking down fats a little better. You're gonna be recommended to have a lower intake of fat in your diet. Essentially, what bile does is bile is going to act on our fats. It's going to break them down into smaller droplets for something like lipase to come along, and then break it down even further coming from the pancreas. Basically what happens is not as much gets released, so you have a harder time breaking down it with lipase. Number 31, what is the primary function of the villi in the small intestine? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D? Yeah, we can go over glycolysis in another live stream. Not today. I'll perhaps make a video on it as well. Just hit the orange button down there in the bottom left corner. You can request topics for live streams. Pretty much every single question from today's live stream has come from you guys. I'm more than happy to include questions from you on any topics that you are struggling. Glycolysis, though, we will go on a future live. I'll introduce some questions for that tomorrow. Number 31, what is the primary function of the villi in the small intestine? A, B, C, or D? The answer is B. It is going to help increase the surface. These are going to increase surface area, which is going to increase absorption, okay? Number 32, what structure moves food from the mouth to the stomach? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D? What do you think that is? A, B, C, or D? Fantastic. Hello, everybody that just joined. Welcome to the live stream. Welcome to Ollie's Anatomy and Physiology Practice Tree live stream. We do anatomy and physiology every day. Here we go live. We do other topics as well, like pharm, microbiome, biochem, everything like that. We're here to make anatomy and physiology finally make sense for you all. Number 32. Answer is C. It is esophagus. Esophagus is the long tube. It uses peristalsis to transport food to the stomach. Trachea is going to carry air. Pharynx is what's going to connect the mouth to the esophagus, but it is not the main conveyor of food. Duodenum is the first part of the small intestine. So first part of small intestine. Number 33, what is the wave-like muscular movement that pushes food through the digestive tract? I may have accidentally just said that. Hopefully you were paying attention to what I just said, though. But put your answers down in the comments. A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D? Again, we're doing some practice review for anatomy and physiology 2 for the HESI TEAS, or this is just fantastic review for anybody who needs a quick review for A&P as well. The answer is going to be B. It is peristalsis. Peristalsis. Peristalsis, again, those involuntary wave-like contractions that moves food. Segmentation mixes chyme. Retropulsion is the backward flow in the stomach. And tonic contraction, that's a sustained contraction, not wave-like. We're moving on to the next set of questions here on the next page, number 34. Which organ produces insulin and digestive enzymes? Hopefully you were paying attention when we went over the endocrine system. But it is an organ that is going to function in the endocrine, in the digestive system. And welcome everybody that just joined. Welcome. I'm going to be going live every day covering anatomy and physiology. This is always anatomy and physiology practice review live stream. Again, I do other topics as well. Where can you get the study guide? It is available on my TikTok bio. It's on my website. It is linked in my TikTok bio if you're looking for study guides, for notes for anatomy and physiology. And if you want the questions from every live stream, all you have to do is join our community here on TikTok. I'll pin it up here. You just have to hit that button and follow along there. Number 34. I'm moving on to the next page now. And again, you can watch the replays on YouTube. I post every replay to YouTube as well in case you join late or miss anything. But number 34, the answer is C. It is the pancreas. The pancreas has both exocrine and endocrine functions. This is our endocrine function. This is our exocrine function. Number 35, what part of the nephron is responsible for filtration? What part of the nephron is responsible for filtration? A, B, C, or D? What do we think that answer choice is, guys? Just put your answer choice down in the comments. We're almost at 25,000 likes. That is insane, guys. That is absolutely insane. That is insane. Oh my gosh. You guys are absolutely crushing the like button today. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. You guys are absolutely fantastic. Thank you guys so much for liking and sharing the live. Is there a word for both endocrine and exocrine? Typically, it's usually called a dual gland or a heterocrine gland. Let me spell it so I can... I got it tongue twisted there. I'm talking so fast. But anyway, number 35. What part of the nephron is responsible for filtration? The answer is C. It's the glomerulus. The glomerulus is responsible for filtration due to the pressure in the capillaries, this little capillary network that resides in there. The loop of Henle is going to reabsorb water and salts, so not filtration. Distal tubule is going to adjust the ions, fine-tuning it. And the collecting duct is that final urine concentration. Number 36, moving on to the number 36. Which hormone increases water reabsorption in the kidneys, A, B, C, or D? This question gets a lot of students confused. Again, this question is going to get a lot of students confused. I will go over the two hormones that they get messed up with here, making sure that you guys don't get them confused. But A, B, C, or D, 26.6 thousand likes. There's over 750 in here now. Welcome, guys. Welcome. I'm going to be going live every day covering anatomy and physiology and other topics that you guys request, like pharm, bio, chemistry, etc., microbiome and whatnot. We're on number 36 now. The answer is going to be C. It's antidiuretic hormone. The students get often mixed up with aldosterone. ADH, again, is going to increase water reabsorption directly. This does it directly. Aldosterone increases sodium retention. Water happens to follow. So this is going to be indirectly, okay? It's going to be indirectly. All right, number 37, what structure carries urine from the kidneys to the bladder? A, B, C, or D? Also, we'll be live again on Thursday. We're not going to be live again tomorrow. We're going to be live on Thursday at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then we'll be live on Friday, TGI Friday, at 2 p.m. And these are Eastern Standard Time when I will be live next. You can also look on my profile. It'll say when the next live stream is. You can add it to your device calendar. I also have the notification button on my profile. I think it's like that little bell icon. You hit that, you can let it notify you when I go live. But number 37, I'm going to go live on Saturday too. Not sure what time yet. Number 37, the answer is C. It's the ureter. The ureter. So what this looks like here, if we have our kidneys and we have our bladder, these two tubes are the ureters. And then this tube would be the urethra. All right, so that's what it's going to look like. Number 38, what is the function of the loop of Henle? I went over that a couple questions ago. Hopefully you were paying attention. What is the function of the loop of Henle? What does that do? As to why it's really important to go over why other answer choices are wrong, especially in a multiple choice test. They can give answer choices away why they are wrong. These are not the exact questions on the HESI or TEAS. That would be cheating. I am here to help you learn the concepts, understand them, not just memorize answers to questions. These are going to cover the concepts that is on the HESI and TEAS, specifically focused on the HESI, specifically focused on AMP2 today. We did AMP1 yesterday. Number 38, the answer is B. It is the reabsorption of water and salts. It's going to concentrate urine by reabsorbing water and sodium. Again, blood filtration occurs in the glomerulus. Glucose secretion, glucose is reabsorbed, not secreted. Vitamin absorption, that is done mainly in the small intestine. Number 39, the kidneys help regulate blood pH by controlling levels of what? A, B, C, or D? Gotta take another sip of my drink. Oh, geez. Oh, that was thirst quenching. 28.5 thousand likes in the live stream. That is insane. We're almost at 30,000. You guys are absolutely crushing the like button today. I appreciate you guys. You guys are fantastic. And you guys are crushing the questions today. I'm so proud of you guys. Now, number 39, the kidneys help regulate blood pH by controlling the levels of, the answer choice is C. It is bicarbonate and hydrogen ions. So the kidneys are going to, essentially what they do here, so we have our hydrogen ions, and then we have our bicarbonate ions. This is supposed to be a 3. That was terrible. What this does is it's going to excrete hydrogen, and it's going to reabsorb bicarbonate to help regulate blood pH. All right. Moving on to the next page of questions here. Number 40, what hormone promotes sodium retention and potassium excretion? We went over it a couple questions ago. Hopefully you were paying attention. Let me know what you guys think it is down in the comments. A, B, C, or D. Fantastic, everybody. I'm seeing a lot of C's, and if you put C, you're absolutely correct. It is aldosterone. Like we just mentioned, ADH is going to promote water reabsorption directly. Aldosterone will do it indirectly, but it is done indirectly through promoting the retention of sodium. Through sodium. Awesome. Fantastic. That is fantastic. Moving on to some reproductive system questions. Number 41. In males, where is sperm stored and matured? A, B, C, or D? What do you guys think that one is? Again, as we are just joining the live stream, everybody, welcome to Ollie's Anatomy and Physiology live stream. We go live pretty much every day here covering A&P and other topics you guys request. My name is Ollie. I have my master's degree in molecular medicine. I also have been tutoring anatomy and physiology for 5 years now. Do I have questions as a printout? Yes, I do. The questions are available here. I'm going to pin this up here. You join our community here on TikTok, and you will get the questions after the live streams. After every single live stream, the blank questions and the answer key. We're at 30,000 likes. That is insane, guys. You guys are absolutely killing it. Number 41, the answer is C. It's the epididymis. The epididymis is going to store and mature sperm. Prostate will produce fluid. Vas deferens is going to transport sperm. Seminal vesicle is also going to secrete fluid for semen. Number 42, which hormone is responsible for ovulation? Ovulation hormone. What is that going to be? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much, Carla, for the gift. Thank you so much for the heart me. Thank you guys so much for all the gifts. Thank you guys so much. There's over 750 of you guys in here now. Thank you guys so much. 31,000 likes already. You guys are absolutely crushing it. 770 people in here now. Oh my goodness. Thanks for being here, everybody. Welcome to the Anatomy and Physiology live stream. We're going to go live every day here on TikTok. Thank you guys so much for being here. We're on number 42. Which hormone is responsible for ovulation? The answer is LH. We have what is really important. It is called the LH surge. When you have a massive surge in luteinizing hormone that is going to trigger ovulation. FSH, or follicle stimulating hormone, is going to stimulate follicle growth. Estrogen is mostly going to prepare the endometrium, and progesterone will maintain the pregnancy by maintaining the endometrium. Number 43, where does that fertilization typically occur? A, B, C, or D? Thank you, Rose, for the subscription. Thank you so much, Rose, for subscribing. Send me a DM with your email, and you will get the questions. Thank you so much, Rose. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. If you only got 3 questions wrong, that is fantastic. That is fantastic. That is good. That's a good thing. That's still an A, I believe, right? If we get through all 60. 34,000 likes on the live stream. You guys are absolutely insane. Thank you guys so much for crushing that like button and participating in the live. Thank you so much, Cassandra, for the heart. Thank you guys so much for all the gifts. They mean the absolute world to me. I love doing the live streams. They're my favorite thing in the world. I look forward to them every single day. Number 43, the answer is D. It is the fallopian tube, specifically at the ampulla. At the ampulla, so the sperm is going to meet the egg here before moving to the uterus. Again, the ovary is where the egg is released from. The cervix is the lower part of the uterus. The uterus is where we have our site of implantation. Number 44, what is the function of FSH in males, or follicle stimulating hormones in males? A, B, C, or D? What do you think that is? What do you think that one is? What is that going to do? A, B, C, or D? And a bonus point if you can tell me the cell that it acts on. Bonus point if you can tell me the cell. The cells, I should say. A, B, C, or D. What do you guys think it is? If I also miss a comment, feel free to repeat it down in the comments. Sometimes I write on my screen and I just miss it. I promise I'm not trying to ignore you. Awesome. So the function of FSH in males is going to be stimulating sperm production on Sertoli cells. I saw someone put Leydig cells. Leydig cells is from luteinizing hormone. Okay. Helps stimulate the testosterone production. But spermatogenesis and sperm production gets stimulated by FSH on the Sertoli cells. So if you're at Sertoli, you got a bonus point. So, awesome. Number 45, which phase of the menstrual cycle involves the thickening of the endometrium? The thickening. A, B, C, or D. Which phase of the menstrual cycle involves thickening of the endometrium? My A&P exam was on this yesterday. Hopefully your A&P exam went well on it. Hopefully that went well. Hopefully that went well for you. What was the name? Key. Thank you so much for letting us know that. 37.3 thousand likes. You guys are absolutely crushing it. Thank you guys so much for supporting the live stream today. You guys are fantastic. The answer is going to be D. It's follicular. So during this phase, estrogen is going to increase, causing the endometrial thickening. Again, the estrogen is going to build up the endometrium for a pregnancy. And then progesterone will maintain it. The menstrual phase is where the shedding occurs. Ovulatory is where we have our egg release. Luteal is going to be for maintaining. Okay. Moving on to the next page. Here, I'll leave that question up there for a moment. Number 46, which type of immunity is achieved through vaccination? Vaccination. Remember that all the different types of immunities are really important here. You have to understand examples of each, which we will cover. We're going to cover examples of that. What do you guys think? A, B, C, or D? Well, that's okay. Alrighty. So, you guys put C. You're absolutely correct. So, for artificial active, what does that mean? We are artificially introducing a pathogen so our bodies can actively make their own antibodies. Innate immunity, that's mostly going to be like kind of natural, non-specific. Natural, passive, is going to be from like your mother, from the baby. Cell-mediated immunity involves T cells, not from vaccination per se. And then when it comes to, think about, there's something that's also called, it's artificial passive. This is where you directly inject antibodies. Antibodies are directly injected in this. Number 47, what type of white blood cell produces antibodies? Like we just mentioned, your body, when you introduce a vaccine, your body is going to produce antibodies. What cell is going to be responsible for that? Or if you are introducing them passively, where have they come from? A, B, C, or D? What do you guys think down in the comments? Perfect. It is going to be B cells. Antibody, B for body, B cells. T cells are, again, cell-mediated immunity. Macrophages are going to be for producing or performing, I should say, phagocytosis. Neutrophils are your first responder white blood. Excuse me, I had a hiccup. White blood cells. Number 48. Which organ is responsible for T cell maturation? Well, the T cells are going to mature. It's kind of in the name in a sense. I'll explain that in just a moment. I'll let you guys answer it though. A, B, C, or D. What do you guys think it is? Number 48. The answer is C. This is the thymus. You're absolutely correct if you put thymus. So we have T cell, right? The T in T cell literally means thymus derived cell. All right. So hopefully you won't forget that one. Number 49. What is the first step in the inflammatory response? A, B, C, or D? What do you guys think that one is? Did I also move my thing? I think I kicked my stand. But anyway, 41,000 likes in the live stream already, guys. That is absolutely fantastic. Thank you guys so much for supporting the live today. You guys are awesome. Again, the more that you guys do like the live, the more it gets it out to people. We can help as many people as possible on their HESI and TEAS, their summer anatomy and physiology, whatever other exams have anatomy and physiology on it as well. I am here to help you not only pass those exams, but ace those exams. I truly do just want to help you understand, not just like memorize answers to questions. I want to help you truly understand and ace this information. Number 45, the answer is histamine release. This is going to cause vasodilation and the permeability in capillaries. Okay? So capillary permeability. Phagocytosis comes after histamine. Fever onset is secondary. Cytokine production will happen later on as well. So histamine release is going to be the first step there in the inflammatory response. Number 50, which organ is going to filter blood and help initiate immune responses? A, B, C, or D? I don't know any of these, but I'm guessing them. This is fun. Awesome. I'm glad you're having fun. I'm glad you're having fun. This is also really important. Because in the yes, no, you don't have your name, but a string of pink emojis there. Those are very aesthetic emojis for your name, by the way. But thank you. I'm glad you're having fun. I'm glad that you are getting them correctly as well. Can I explain this one? Yes. For number 50, yes, we can explain that one. Number 50, the answer is spleen. The answer is spleen. The spleen's main function here is to filter blood. It is going to filter pathogens from blood. It is also going to recycle old or damaged red blood cells as well. Specifically, it's going to recycle. I'm going to put our little recycle symbol, and I'll explain why not kidney as well. Our heme plus our iron. And the reason being here, it helps initiate the immune response. It is going to be for storing our white blood cells. The reason, someone said, why is it not kidney? The kidney doesn't really necessarily have an immune function. The question has what filters blood and helps initiate an immune response. So again, it helps initiate immune responses is why it's not kidneys. That's also not an answer choice here as well. Again, the liver is going to detoxify. The thymus is going to be for maturing T cells, so it doesn't filter blood. And then pancreas is for digesting an insulin. Okay, does that make sense? Make sure you're. Does that make sense? Is that where the confusion came from for just the last part of the question, initiating the immune responses? Before I move on, just so we make sure we're clear on that. Yes. Okay. Number 51, what is the outermost layer of the skin? I have some integumentary system questions in here because I know a lot of students are going over the skin and tissues right now and some skeletal system stuff. But around number 51, thank you, Kibi, for subscribing. Please send me a DM with your email so you can get the questions after the live stream. Thank you so much for subscribing. Any support in the live streams means the absolute world to me. And just so anyone knows, if you want to also get the questions, all you have to do is join the our community here on TikTok as well. I saw some question. Do you have any examples of chemistry and physiology? Yeah, we can make some. Hit the orange button and send me a request for some chemistry questions. I can put those in there for you as well. I guess it kind of depends on what kind of chemistry you're looking for in a sense. But 51, the answer is B. It is the epidermis. Remember, so we have our layers here, right? We have the epidermis, the dermis, and the hypodermis. Epi, in medical terminology, is a prefix that means above. So it literally means above the dermis. Hypo means below, so this means hypodermis, below the dermis, and the dermis is in the middle. Subcutaneous is also the hypodermis. Moving on to the next page of questions. Say number 52, which function is associated with the integumentary system? A, B, C, or D? The reason I'm also including integumentary system is because, in a sense, the integumentary system, your skin, is a part of your immune function. It kind of sounds silly, but it is also obvious in a way. Your skin is technically your first layer of immune defense, because if you think about it, when you wash your hands, right, what are you doing? You are removing pathogens from your body. Whenever you wash your hands and wash your body and stuff, bacteria and pathogens and whatnot, it is what it's your first line of defense. So it is partially in your immune system in that sense. But number 52, moving on here. Again, you can rewatch the replay on YouTube if you've missed anything. But number 52, the answer is C. It is temperature regulation. Oops, I used my red pen. Temperature regulation through sweating and changes in blood flow. Thank you so much for the perfume True Gospel of Christ. Thank you so much. I appreciate the gifts, guys. Thank you. I appreciate any gifts that you guys give during the live streams. They mean the absolute world to me. Number 53, during wound healing, which phase includes the formation of new tissue, A, B, C, or D? Put your guys' answer choice down in the comments, A, B, C, or D. We're 46,000 likes already. We get to 50,000 likes before the end of the live stream. Excuse me. I have the hiccups today. He says, I love the integumentary system. I do too. I actually love learning. I loved learning about the integumentary system. I didn't think I would. When we first went through it, I was like, ugh, but it's definitely interesting. But number 53, the answer is going to be C. It's going to be the proliferative phase. So again, the formation of new tissue. The proliferative phase is where fibroblasts build new tissue, collagen. The inflammatory response is the cleanup immune response. Hemostasis is clotting. Maturation is that like final. It's like the final stage there, if that makes sense. Number 54. Which electrolyte is essential for muscle contraction and nerve function? Proliferative is essentially, it's really big in terms of like when you're talking about cancer biology as well. Proliferative literally means growing and increasing in number rapidly. Okay. So that's where like it's a word that's heavily used. In my master's, I studied cancer biology, cancer physiology. Proliferative literally means growing or increasing in numbers rapidly. So again, rapid growth or production, referring to rapid cell division and tissue growth. Number 54. Pro-life. Oh, yeah, that's a good way to remember it. 50,000 likes. Let's go. You guys actually, I only took like a minute, guys. That's insane. You guys are awesome. You guys are so cool. You guys are awesome. Seriously, thank you. That's insane. 50,000 likes is nuts. 54, the answer is sodium. So which electrolyte is essential for muscle contraction and nerve function? It is sodium. Remember, sodium is what is going to generate our action potential. It is going to 50. That's 50. Thank you, Mookie. 50K. That is insane. Oh my goodness. Again, sodium. So why is it essential for muscle contraction as well? Let me answer that question. I don't think anybody asked, but it's important. So like we mentioned in nerve function, it generates the action potential through the depolarization. So depolarization. So if you think back to the muscular system, you have acetylcholine. So let's draw this is our really crappy drawing of a motor neuron. So you have your acetylcholine that gets released across the synaptic vessel. Then you have your muscular membrane there. Whenever acetylcholine attaches to the membranes on this cell, they are going to attach to the receptors. They are going to allow sodium to go into the cell down the T tubules, and that's what's going to allow the sarcoplasmic reticulum to release the calcium. Okay. Hey Diana. Hey Ollie. Hey, how you doing, Diana? Good to see you again. So hopefully that clears up why it's essential for muscle contraction. Hopefully that makes sense. Number 55. What process causes water to move across membranes from low to high solute concentration? I saw a question. How do you get the questions? You join our community here on TikTok. I'll pin up the thing that you join. I just sent up a little notification there during the live. You hit that live, follow prompts there. Once you join, let me know, and you will get the questions, the blank questionnaire, and then the answer key at the end. Number 55, the answer. So again, what process causes water to move from membranes from low to high solute concentration? Solute concentration. Let's think about that real quick. It's going to be our osmosis. Osmosis. So, in diffusion, these solutes move. In osmosis, water moves from low to high solute concentration. From a low to high solute concentration, right? Filtration is where it's more so pressure driven. Active transport is going to require energy. What does calcium do in muscle contraction? Again, real quick, calcium is going to help the vesicles of ACH bind to the end of the motor neuron to get released in the synaptic cleft. Thank you, Ariana, for the subscription. Thank you so much for subscribing. Send me a DM. Send me a DM. Send me a DM with your email. Let me explain the muscle contraction real quick with calcium, and we'll explain osmosis. So when it comes to muscle contraction and calcium, when you have calcium, again, the vesicles at the motor neuron are going to take acetylcholine, and then calcium is going to bind to troponin, removing tropomyosin from the active sites on actin, which causes the muscle contraction. But number 55 here, with osmosis, water is going to move from an area of low solute concentration. So again, what are we doing here with osmosis? We have our water and our solutes. If we have an area of high solutes, the water is going to go from a low concentration of solutes to an area of high concentration of solutes. And then it'll move from an area of high water to low. If solutes is higher, water is lower. All right. Does that make sense? Since about osmosis is part of passive diffusion, so water instead. This is fascinating. I'm actually taking notes. Awesome, fantastic. I'll also have like the replays are on YouTube as well. Does that make sense, everybody? With the flow of water as well. Before I move on, did that make sense? My explanation. Whenever water wants to move to an area of high concentrations to dilute it. Yes? Okay, perfect. Number 56, which organ system primarily regulates blood pH? Which organ system primarily regulates blood pH? A, B, C, or D? We're at 56,000 likes already. Thanks for all the follows as well, everybody. If you did just follow me, welcome. It's always nice to meet you guys. I'm Ollie, by the way. I'll be going live every day covering anatomy and physiology for you all. You can also send me a request on the bottom left corner there. Just let me know whatever topics you have. We go over anatomy and physiology. We do pharmacology, chem, bio. I try to include everybody here. Pretty much all the questions are going to be from you guys. But again, this is going to be the respiratory system. And the reason being, our respiratory system is going to regulate carbon dioxide. So the respiratory system is responsible for regulating CO2, which is going to regulate pH, which is going to be our blood pH. I love it here. I already took the class and got an A. Congratulations, but so much fun to practice. Perfect. Thanks for being here. I really sat these exam yesterday's, and some of these questions were in it. That's perfect. I'm glad. Again, I'm trying to go over all the concepts that are going to be on your HESI and TEAS. I make the questions yesterday and today I make the questions with the HESI and TEAS in mind. They're perfect for review and whatnot. But moving on to the next set of questions here on the next page. Number 57, which buffer system helps maintain acid-base balance in the blood? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D? Tori said, "Ollie, you're cool as hell." You're cool as hell, Tori. Thank you. I appreciate that. I try to be cool. Not really. I really don't try to be cool. I just try to be me nowadays. But I appreciate that, Tori. You're cool as well. Thank you for the gift, Kizzy. Thank you so much. Thank you. We're almost at 60,000 likes in the live today, guys. That is absolutely fantastic. In fact, I took a little break there because I was sipping on some water. Excuse me. Jeez, I have to clear my throat. So much talking today. I had a bunch of tutoring sessions today as well. Geraldine, you're awesome too. You're awesome, Geraldine. Good to see you again. I hope you're doing well. Geraldine is a frequent viewer of the live streams. I try to remember people's names. I really do. Number 57 is the bicarbonate buffer. So it maintains blood pH by balancing our hydrogen ions and our bicarbonate. So again, that is going to be our HCO3 negative and our hydrogen ions. Number 58, potassium imbalances most directly affect which body function? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D? And he said, I feel like I did well on my test today. Perfect. I'm so glad you did. I hope you did. 60,000 likes on the live stream already. That is absolutely fantastic. There's some more on that. Are you talking about the bicarbonate buffer system? Is that what it is? Basically, like it kind of works by, you have to balance your levels of carbon dioxide, which is done through carbonic acid, bicarbonate ions, like we just mentioned, and hydrogen ions. Essentially, it's a solution of carbonic acid, like I mentioned. It's a weaker acid, and then the base is the bicarbonate ion, which I put here. What it does is it neutralizes whenever you have hydrogen ions in your bloodstream, it makes it acidic. And what it does is it neutralizes the acidity of the hydrogen ions. It reduces the concentration of free hydrogen ions. So again, your carbonic acid is going to be H2CO3. Neutralizes the bases as well. So when carbonic acid, it'll basically form bicarbonate ions in water, which is going to reduce the concentration of hydrogen ions, which would raise the pH as well. Number 58. The answer is C. It is heart rhythm. Potassium imbalances most directly affect which body function? That is our heart rhythm. It is basically really important for your cardiac electrical activity. Vision is more related to vitamin A, digestion not really, and then skin healing is not strongly dependent on that either. Number 29, what happens to hydrogen ion concentration when pH decreases? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D? So I'm seeing some of you guys have some questions. So I've been writing them down so I can perhaps put more questions in the live streams. Why is potassium crucial for cardiac electrical activity? Basically, it's really important there for cardiac electrical activity because it helps bring it down. It's responsible for the repolarization phase of the cardiac active potential. So cardiac cells, they try to maintain a negative resting potential around mostly negative 90 or negative 70. Basically, the high concentration of potassium inside of those cells is what's going to be responsible for that. All right. 59. The answer is A. It increases. So lower pH means you have more hydrogen ions, making it acidic. Number 60, what is a sign of dehydration related to electrolyte imbalance? Last question here. While you guys are answering, I am just going to let you guys know I'm not going to be... So Wednesday, I have too many tutoring sessions tomorrow, so I will not be live tomorrow. So no live. Thursday, I will be live again at 3:30 p.m. Friday will be 2 p.m. Saturday, I will be going live. Time TBD. I will announce it probably on Thursday or Friday. But yeah, I'll be live again. These are Eastern Standard Time. So you can look on my profile as well. It'll say the time. It'll say the time in your time zone. And then you can also hit the notification bell. I believe it's in the top right corner. And then it'll send you a message whenever I go live. And I am taking topic requests. There is going to be some pharmacology. There's going to be a little bit of glycolysis. So there's been quite a few questions on that. And whatnot. Okay, makes sense. Anyway, so number 60, what is a sign of dehydration related to electrolyte balance? The answer is C, hypernatremia. Why is that the case? So in dehydration, the body is losing more water than we are bringing in. So when you lose water from anything, sweat, let's just say sweating in this case, or you don't drink enough, sodium stays behind in the blood. And your sodium, when you lose water, but sodium stays, the concentration of sodium increases. That concentration or high sodium in the blood is referred to as hypernatremia. So the key idea there is when you lose water without an equal sodium loss, so you're not introducing water in the same way that sodium is in your blood, sodium becomes more concentrated. What happens essentially is the brain senses these high sodium levels, obviously. And then what happens is, you get thirsty, antidiuretic hormone releases to conserve water. But yeah, there can be plenty of things, but bradycardia is not primary there. Swollen lymph nodes, that's more so infection, not dehydration. Hyperglycemia is going to refer to high blood sugar. So just think of hypernatremia. Again, hyper, meaning the levels are higher of sodium. Water leaves, sodium stays. Does that make sense? Antidiuretic hormone is going to conserve water. Does that make sense, Mookie? Hopefully that made sense. Sodium follows water in the concept of reabsorption, not necessarily dehydration all the time. It's just it's an example of an instance, right, where you have a condition where for some reason, your sodium levels are higher. Does that make sense? Thank you. Okay. Those were all the questions that I had today, guys. I'll be live again, like I said, tomorrow. I'm sorry, not tomorrow. Wednesday, not tomorrow. I have too many tutoring sessions. Thursday, 3:30 p.m., Friday, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be going over some pharmacology, some glycolysis, some anatomy and physiology. Saturday's time is TBD. Hello, everybody. Welcome. This is my face. This is the face of the guy that's been yapping to you about anatomy and physiology to the HESI and TEAS for last hour. I think it was last hour and 10 minutes here. Thank you guys so much for being here. Truly, I appreciate you all so much. Thank you all so much for being here. I saw someone ask if they could get the stuff to the question, if they want access to the questions. How to get the questions? So I pinned this up here. You follow this here on TikTok. This is our community here on TikTok. Once you join this, you will get the questions after every live stream. It has the blank sheet and the answer key at the end. Thank you all. Thank you, Nav. Thank you. If I look over here, I have my laptop. Actually, put it over here so it doesn't look like I'm looking all the way farther away. I love this. Thank you. Thank you, SHER. Conor, thank you. Loretta, thank you. Nav, thank you. Anita, thank you. Let's thank you. Thank you guys so much for being here. Sorry, I took a cancellation today. I took a nap during a cancellation day, so my hair is all flat and nasty. But thank you guys so much. TEAS tomorrow. Wow, Sassy, good luck on. If we could get a good luck for Wow Sassy as well. Christine, thank you so much. I think 55 out of 60 is test ready. Yes, I do. Yeah, you're gonna be fine, Mookie. You got this. Good luck. If we could get a good luck to Mookie as well, that would be fantastic as well. Thank you, Bianca, for the roses. Thank you guys so much for the gifts. Again, tomorrow. I'm sorry, not tomorrow. No live stream. Thursday, 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then Friday, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. New here, thank you. Learned a lot today. Awesome. Keep it. Thank you. Thank you again for this subscribing. Thank you, Wendy, for just subscribing. Please send me a DM with your email. Thank you, Bianca, for all the roses. 21 roses. Thank you so much, Jardine, for the roses. Thank you guys so much for your support today as well. You guys are awesome. I can't wait to see you guys on a future live stream as well. Remember, Thursday, 3:30 p.m., Tuesday, 2 p.m. Just subscribed. Awesome, Monica. Thank you. Send me a DM with your email as well. Thank you so much. I probably just missed the notification. I'm sorry. Thank you so much for subbing. Just send me your email if you joined our community here on TikTok. Thank you, Cheekrate80. Thank Leslie. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you guys. Seriously, thank you. I remember as well, you can get all my anatomy and physiology notes. These are what they kind of look like here. It's like 92 pages for anatomy and physiology 2, and then A&P 1 is 120 pages. They're available on my website. They are linked in my TikTok bio for you all to download. Thank you guys so much for being here today. I appreciate you guys. If you're new here, I'm Ollie. Hi, nice to meet you. I just recently got my master's degree in molecular medicine. How much are they? The prices vary per chapter, so I would go look to see which ones you would need. But I just got my master's degree in molecular medicine recently. I just graduated in November. I want to get my PhD, particularly either continuing on in medicine research or in like medical education. I do love teaching. I would love to be a professor. That truly is what I want to do. I would like to be a professor at college. Congrats. Thank you. I appreciate it. Hi, Wendy. Thanks again for the sub. I appreciate you. So please send me your email either by the DM or my email is linked in my TikTok bio. You can send me as well. Thank you, Jardine. Can't wait to see the next live. Can't wait to see you in the next live as well. 70K. 70,000 likes on the live today, guys. That is insane. Thank you all so much. That's fantastic. Yeah, truly. I feel like a broken record oftentimes. Thank you guys. But truly, these are my favorite things to do. I love doing the live streams. They're my favorite thing to do. I like connecting with you all. I love hearing when you guys do well on your exams and your certification, like your HESI and TEAS, your NP exams and whatnot. You'll be an awesome professor. Thank you, Geraldine. I appreciate that. That makes my day. So, Tori said, so glad I found your page. I'm glad you're here as well. I remember your compliment earlier that I'm cool. You're cool as well, Tori. Seriously, you guys are awesome. All of you guys are cool, really. Truly, this has been nothing but a positive experience for me. I absolutely love doing it and whatnot. We just hit 90,000 followers yesterday. It is insane. I wish we had this decades ago. No, literally, yeah. If only there was. But I mean, the support has been truly incredible. It really means the world to me. No, man, thank you. Good luck tomorrow. You got this. You're gonna ace it. Please, if you feel like it, send me a message or an email. Let me know how you did. I always love hearing how people do. So hopefully these live streams have helped as well. Do you have any recommendations? Studying anything other than science? So I know on YouTube, Nurse Chung has videos. I hear those are really good. I haven't watched them myself, but I've heard nothing but good things about that. I would definitely recommend going, watching those videos. I don't know. I think she has videos for other than science, I believe. I'm actually planning on making more. I haven't, like, it's something I need to learn about. I've taken my maths and Englishes and whatnot. I've gone all the way past, like, calculus and whatnot. I definitely want to, like, look into, have a great day, bro. Yeah, you too as well. I'm definitely going to, people say don't underestimate reading on the TEAS, so yeah, I definitely want to look into it a little more before I can confidently say. I have been teaching anatomy and physiology so I've tutored so many people for the HESI and TEAS. I know so many people have taken it. I've tutored anatomy and physiology for 5 years now. I'm very confident in A&P. I know my stuff, and I know what's on that, and I know the concepts and how to explain those concepts. So that's why I'm more focused around the medical topics. When it comes to the math, I can do the math, yes. In terms of teaching it for that, I need to look into that a little more. I'm not well versed in it, specifically for that exam, so I don't want to go ahead and say that and teach something that I don't have experience practicing, more so teaching it, if that makes sense. Thank you for the hat and mustache, Bianca. Thank you. Thank you for the roses as well. Thank you for all the gifts you've given today as well, Bianca. Teach on YouTube, shortly linked here. Is my YouTube linked in my bio? Yes, it is. I have a renal and cardiac exam tomorrow. I'm stressing. Good luck on your exam tomorrow, Tori. But anyway, yes, it is linked in my bio. I do have cardiac specialized, in a sense, videos from live streams. He's the hairstylist. If you passed my midterms, congratulations. I do have both notes and the YouTube linked in my TikTok bio. They're both there. I do have some urinary system in there and cardiovascular as well. But all the A&P, if it has A&P2 in it as well, there is cardio and renal physiology and anatomy in those live streams. If you have any other questions, Tori, on that, send me a DM or an email. I'll definitely try to respond to it. I get like so many messages after live streams. I try to answer everybody as well. So if you send me a message during the live, just be patient. I will get to it. I try to answer everybody. But any other quick questions here again, thank you guys so much for being here. Welcome to Ollie's Anatomy and Physiology Practice Review live stream. Excuse me, I got the hiccups today. But again, just to recap here, all my anatomy and physiology notes they're available on my website. They are linked in my TikTok bio. Thank you, Monica, for the subscription. Please send me your email. I will send you the questions. What was the other? You're the best. Thank you. No, you're the best. Yes. Do I have anything for respiratory on AM2? Yes. So I do have notes. I have notes for the respiratory system. They're linked in my TikTok bio. If you want the direct link to purchase those, just hit the orange button, send me a DM. I can send you the link to the respiratory system notes. Or on my YouTube, I do have, I do have some respiratory system. How much did I study per day while preparing for your anatomy and physiology exams? I need to study after my final. Yeah, they're on my website. So I do have some videos on how much I studied per day while preparing for my anatomy and physiology exams. But in a sense, I literally just said someone on TikTok did AMP up. Yes, I do. I love it. Thank you, Victoria, for the subscription. Thank you guys so much. Please send me your email so you can get the questions. Please send me your email. Either in DM or send me an email. My email's in my TikTok bio. Yes, I love making anatomy and videos. I have some to post later today as well. I just been busy with the tutoring, so I'm gonna finish editing the videos and post some more tonight. I should have another question on some a little question quiz thing for you guys video, and then some tissue examples. Like an hour for me, to be honest, but this is so this is kind of how I studied in a sense. So for an anatomy and physiology exam, right? However many chapters were on that exam, that's how long I would study for. So let's just say we had 4 chapters on the exam. I would study for 5 days. in advance. So I had a buffer day. So I the day before the exam was a buffer day, and then I had I would spend a day on each chapter. It was typically maybe like, it depends, 2 to 4 hours, 3 to 5 hours. And an exam week, non-exam week, I would study maybe about 1 hour each day, and then Sundays the weekends I would spend like 2 to 3 hours. On the weekends, I was always studying repeatedly, incorporating spaced repetition to prevent me forgetting the information. So I did not need to study as much before my exams. But yeah, I would study for about 3 to 5 hours normally before an exam, and however many chapters there were is that many days in advance. Any other quick questions? I am going to get going. I have to get going. But any just quick questions here before I do get going? We ended the live with 74,000 likes. That is insane, guys. Thank you guys so much. But truly, thank you guys so much again for being here. That's a team as well. What does that mean? Any other quick questions here? And then I am going to get going. I do need some drinks. I've been talking like all day, so my throat is very scratchy. I'm going to go down some water. You said you're study guide for the final. So I have my like AMP 1 and 2 bundles that would be good for your final exam. Are you an AMP 1 or AMP 2? Any other quick questions here as well before I get going? Seriously, thank you guys so much for being here. Again, we'll be going live again on Thursday, 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Epithelial heals the worst. Yes. Yeah. 75K. Awesome. That is fantastic. Awesome, Kat. That's awesome. You guys are crushing it, seriously. But I do have to get going. I really do have to get going. But if you have any more other questions, send me a DM. What's the difference between AMP 1 and 2? AMP 1 is a lot more memorization, I believe. AMP 2 is a lot more process-based. I am going to get going, guys. Send me a DM if you have any more questions, or send me an email. Or join the next live stream Thursday, 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then ask me questions there as well. Thank you guys so much. If you did subscribe, please send me your email. But thank you guys so much. Have a great rest of your day.